Hello everyone. Did you notice what I just did? I taking the oxygen and get the carbon dioxide. This basic process is called respiratory system. Today we are going to learn how respiratory system works. So let's begin. What is respiratory system? Respiratory system is a physical process by which taking oxygen from the surroundings and release or discharge the carbon dioxide with the help of series of organs. This means respiratory system when we take on the oxygen and give back the carbon dioxide. This word is respiratory. Now, we take 78% of nitrogen and release 78%. Like we don't take any, just it goes and comes back in the same amount. Then we take oxygen 21% and give back 17%. In case of carbon dioxide, we take 0.03%. That doesn't mean too much, and we release it in an amount of 4%. And this has a difference of 4%. So 4% we consume in our body, and then again 4% carbon dioxide gets taken out. Now, I'm going to show you in some animals how the respiratory system works. We are basically going to do in human, but I'm just giving you a bit idea of it. So now let's go for insects. Insects directly take air from their trachea. Trachea is right located over here. Here I can show you. We also have a part in our human which is right over here. Then let's see fish. In fish, they take air from their gills. Gills are over here. Maybe you have seen a fish, so you can see the gills. In picture also you can see the gills is right over here. In the case of frogs, when they are young, they take air from their skin. They take air from their skin. When they are on land, they use their lungs like us. And when they are baby, it takes from their tadpoles. They have a tadpoles like a hole behind the ears. It looks like a hole, and that is called tadpoles. Now let's go to our human respiratory system again. Here I'm gonna show you each and every part. We are gonna go in detail, but let's just see first the name of it. First, nasal cavity. Second, pharynx. Third, larynx. Fourth, trachea. Fifth, primary bronchus. Sixth, lungs. Seventh, bronchial trees. 8, alveolus. 9, alveolus. 10th, blood. And 11th, cell. So this is the series of organs. I have also drawn a respiratory system on board. You can see right over here. Nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchial trees, blood, alveolus, primary bronchi and cells. Let's begin with our respiratory system. So first, it's nasal cavity. Nasal cavity is right located over here. In picture you can see it is right over here. The process of respiratory begins with the nasal cavity. That is the first point it begins. When we breathe, it flows to the nostrils and enters through the nasal cavity. Nostrils are the two holes, and then it enters to the nasal cavity. It contains of such cells which release mucus. Mucus is a liquid that is right stored on the upper of the nasal cavity. Mucus is a salty and sticky substance which helps killing the bacteria. It is a salty and sticky substance which helps create the kill the bacteria. It has a gland hair which also blocks the inhalation of the large particles. Our nose hair helps the large particles entering our body. Next, pharynx. Pharynx is right located over here. The hollow tube inside the neck that starts behind the nose and ends up at the top of trachea. Trachea is another part. It ends at the trachea and begins at the nasal cavity. The hollow tube inside the neck, the pharynx is about 5 inches long depending on the body size. It is mainly 5 inches long, but It depends on the body size. Pharynx is cone-shaped body part in our throat. It is a cone-shaped part in the throat. Larynx. Larynx is after pharynx, which is right over here. It's a basic function. It keeps food and drink out of the airways. You know what it does? It separates the digestive system and respiratory system. So when we eat food, so we shouldn't talk. You know, people say that we shouldn't talk while eating. Why it is done? Because we consume oxygen while we talk. So the larynx job is to separate our food pipe and windpipe, which is called digestive system and respiratory system. So while we are eating, the larynx turns to the windpipe, so food doesn't enter to our lungs and goes directly and finishes digestive system. And when we consume oxygen, it just turn over here. And who gives signals to the larynx? Our brain gives signals to the larynx. At the top of larynx, it is a spoon-shaped cartilage, flap cartilage. It is called epiglottis, and that is I have zoomed this part over here, and this pipe is called epiglottis. Larynx is also an additional function of a producing sound. Larynx also producing sound. Like I am talking right now, my larynx is producing the sound. That is why it is also called voice box. You have heard that voice box. Voice box is what is larynx, and larynx is what is voice box. Now, next point, trachea. Trachea is right over here after larynx. You can see right over here. It is also called windpipe. Trachea is also called windpipe. It is rigid tube, 12 cm length. It is 12 cm length depending on the body size. This is a fact. It is surrounded by C-shaped cartilage ring. You can see the purple lines right over here I have drawn. This is called a C-shaped cartilage. Now what does it do? This ring provides flexibility and strength to the trachea. This provides the flexibility and the strength for the trachea. Now, primary bronchus. Primary bronchus are don't get confused. The thick part is the primary bronchus. It is also called bronchus. Primary bronchus is also known as bronchus. It divides into two parts, right mainstream bronchus and left mainstream bronchus. Like we have bronchus, so it divides into left stream bronchus and right stream bronchus. This bronchus enter in our lungs and further divides to several branches, sub-branches, and then this thick branches gives to the small branches right over here. We'll go in that next now. Now we have lungs. The lungs are like elastic bags. It is like elastic bags resembling the rubber balloons. The rubber balloons, you can see the red part over here, which is just a bunch of grapes. Looks like bunch of grapes. Lungs has a property of floating on the water. This is a fact. Lungs can float on the water. Lungs are divided into two parts, left lung and right lung. You can see left lung and right lung. Right lung is larger than the left lung. This is our right lung, which is larger than the left because it has, you don't forget our heart. Our hearts also need a space. So left lung is a bit smaller and it has two parts, and right lung has three parts. Both lungs' weight is approximately 1.3 kg. This is also a fact. Now let's go to bronchi trees. Bronchi trees is right over here. These are the bronchi trees. The branches are sub-branches of primary bronchi are called bronchioles. That are subdivided branches from the primary bronchi to the bronchi trees. Bronchioles are a root structure which again divide to the further branches and subdivide which are called bronchi trees. After primary bronchi, it goes to the bronchi trees. The air passes through the bronchi trees to the next final branch of the respiratory system is called alveolus. Alveolus, now let's go. This is alveoli. Alveoli is the accurate set of gregarious exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the lungs and the blood. Alveoli is a process of exchanging oxygen and carbon dioxide. Alveoli is right over here. This is the bunch of grapes is called alveoli. You can clearly see in the picture. Alveoli is also called a basic unit of respiratory system. It is the main and the basic part of the respiratory system. It looks like a bunch of grapes, which I just told you. Alveoli is a group of several alveolus. Now let's go to alveolus. So this is a bunch of grapes. It has several alveoli and now it has alveolis. Let's just go in a single grape. This is alveolus. Over here you can see that let's take one grape and put it over here. This is that the process of this is getting oxygen in and again sending the carbon dioxide back, and then after that oxygen continues to our rest of the body. Alveolus. It is a very thin composed and a single membrane. It is very thin, so it helps the oxygen going in the body. It has blood capillaries. It is extremely thin membrane. It helps very easily exchange of gases between the alveolus and red blood cells flowing through the capillaries. And it has a because it is very thin membrane, it is a very fast to exchange the oxygen, giving the carbon dioxide and taking the oxygen. The process of gas exchange occurs by the diffusion, and that is the main part, and that provides the oxygen. Now, you know that what happens in COVID. I know you all know that it is because of something processed lung, but I'm making you short today what happens exactly. So in COVID case, it is a liquid which forms in the alveolus inside it, and when it is too much in so many alveolus, it's hard to breathe in and take in oxygen and to oxygen in and out. It blocks the way of oxygen in and out. So then people have problem of taking in oxygen, and then they are hospitalized and they give separately oxygen and do the medication. Now after the alveolus, it directly go to blood. Oxygen goes to the blood. Blood transport oxygen and nutrients to the cell. It then blood gives to the cell. I have made a separate video on the cell. I hope you have watched it. If not, then watch it right now. Blood is liquid tissue separated in the watery plasma, and then it separates to the watery plasma. Our blood contains 0.2 milligrams of gold. This is a big fact. Our blood contains 0.2 milligrams of gold. Next. This is cell. You will get cell in, this is cell. After blood vessels, it goes to the cell. So, in more detail, watch my other video, but here I have cells are the basic structure of the living organism. Cells are the main important. The nucleus is basic center of the cell and it is the control room of the cell. Nucleus is a part of a cell which is the basic part and most important part. Cells are produced from another cell. Cells are not given into our body, and are directly made from another cell. The word cell this is a fact. The word cell has developed it from the Latin word cellular, which means a little room. Okay. So Now today's video was respiratory system. I hope you like it. I have already, I have made the skeleton system, digestive system, and respiratory system, and many more other videos. Do watch. Bye.